They were at the bar, and someone took his phone. And after that, he had to shoot the dead person.
Or
Then
the
they were,
meaning there was a fight, there was involved in a fight.
yeah, and then the police came in, was also not, there was misunderstanding between the two boys. That's why they got caught.
Yeah, according to the law, a boxer is somebody that is prohibited or he's not allowed to fight in the street. So at that point, I don't understand his arrest, but it doesn't mean if I'm a boxer or I'm restricted to fight in the street, you have to pick up to steal my phone. So yeah, sometimes we need to see or to consider the places. If you are a public figure, we need to consider places where we are hanging. Because if you are a public figure and you are hanging in a place that is very dangerous, that can damage or destroy your reputation, it's obvious you will end up in such situation. But okay, come back to the topic. Uh, for the ladies, the two ladies, the athletes, MTC did a good job for rewarding them. Because if it was me at this point, I would feel like I'm being pulled down. Like I feel like I'm being belittled. Because I supposed to take part in Olympic, but all of a sudden, due to my effort, I was told I will be disqualified from taking part in Olympic. So at this point, I'm very happy for MTC for doing such job, rewarding them. At least, you know, there's 23, they are young, so they need the roof over their head. They need, they need a lot, they have a lot of needs that they need to meet so that they can concentrate again, so that they can lift themselves up again and take part. And you know, some of sport in Namibia, they are dying naturally because people they do not have sponsor. So I feel at this point it's like a discrimination somehow because we had some sport members that were being neglected. And at this time as we are talking, they are back in their village, give up on everything because nobody look at them. But let me not compare what happened to them and what happened to the other ones. But I am very happy that MTC did a great job. They must continue doing it for the rest of the sport people in our country.
Okay, I don't think you really hear me because Jonas is on and in my way there is
No, that's good.
yeah, one last question that I have for you. Would you say that
MC
MC has paid or is now paying these girls, Olympic girls, because they have really made the country proud, or it is just that MTC wants to erase the depression that the girls have went through when they were told that they withdrawn from the 400 meter and 800-meter Olympic Games. What would you say now? What's your personal point or personal view on that matter?
My personal view on that matter, as I've said, if it was me at this point, I could feel belittled because I'm disqualified of something that I haven't done wrong. So that's why I'm saying I feel happy for MTC for doing that because at this point they could be in Tokyo, and you know, you were fully prepared to take part in a game that you are even optimistic that you will win. So all of a sudden you were disqualified. So I feel MTC is doing it so that it can erase or wipe their tears of their hard work that they have been going through. And if they could take part in Olympics, they could get something. So MTC have done a great job to give them something even though they're at home. What they're supposed to gain or to get from Olympic, they got it from MTC. I'm very happy for MTC for doing that.
Okay, as a presenter or as a sport analyst, like you're telling a sport program, what is the message you give us out here? Because some of us here, we have doubting on our government. The government has failed us because we did not fight for the guests to go participate in the 400 meter, which they were withdrawn from. What is your point on that, sir?
My point on that, our government, I think I've mentioned once on this program that our government really need to pull up their socks so that they support our country people, our countrymen when it's coming to sport. So our government supposed to intervene. They're supposed to intervene, and they're supposed to get the clarity why our Namibian ladies has to be disqualified. Yes. Okay. Mr. Eliezer, we are going for a break. I think I'll continue answering your question. Thank you very much. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. I still have a line caller online, which is Eliezer Paulus. Eliezer Paulus, are you there? Are you still with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, back to your answer. As I've alluded earlier, that our government need to take part, need to consider, need to intervene in our sportsmen in the country. They are supposed to find out and even make the public clear that what exactly transpired, why. Because these things of disqualifying a person on something that he has not done, he has not committed anything, it's heartbreaking. So I'll leave it to the government, even if they do not come forward to inform us or to inform the public what has transpired, what is the action they took, and how far are they with the process, and what answer we should, as the public, we should expect. So I'll leave it to the government. I think they will come, as time goes on, they will come and inform us what transpired and what action they take. So from other part of sports, government, they really need to pull up the socks. They need to back up. Because when a person is doing great abroad, it's the flag of the country that is being raised. It's the government that is being promoted with its country. So if now they are not taking part, they are not helping, they are not being a backbone of the sports in our country, where are we heading? We are heading nowhere. It's like a flight that's flying on autopilot. So you are expecting it to hit the turbulence and it will fall or it will crash. So our government, I'm urging our government to take part and let it be the backbone to support, to encourage our sportsmen.
I strongly agree with you that the state government should really pull out to support all the sports women
Definitely,
in our
yeah.
country.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, one thing is that we, also the Namibian people, are also not doing much. I mean, in terms of supporting them. Just like, let me say there's a soccer match, it's a Melbourne Stadium. And then people, I mean, the game or the sport people are selling tickets. It's only a few number of people that are buying tickets to go watch
the match, yeah.
And then most of us home relaxing, waiting to watch on TV and everything. So I think if people are not buying tickets, then the teams will also not confident. I mean, the players are not getting money, then get the energy to participate more in more sport.
You are right, you're right. But the thing is, when I look at it at that angle, sport itself, it has to be integrated with culture. Our education system, they suppose, many of people, we're supposed to start sport at lower grades when we are in school. So if we could start the love of sports at a lower age, at this point, whenever we are having a game that is taking place, many of people would buy tickets. But you know what? Now, because the government, the Ministry of Education, they did not put much effort when it's come to sport. So we take sport as a survival game. Like, a person will decide at the age of 18, a person will decide at the age of 20 that I'm venturing, or I'm joining boxing, or I'm joining, or let me say, he will discover his talent at the age of 20, which is supposed to be done at earlier grade when a person is in grade 1, and that's supposed to be done at school. So we need to integrate sport in education as well as culture, so that we can make it a culture, so that we can encourage people to like sports. Because we take it sport as, it's just something to do whenever you feel like you want money, especially the boxing. If I have to concentrate on boxing, people, they believe boxing, even if you lose or win, you will go with something at home. So they are doing it for survival. Some, they are taking it like as it is their talent, but in reality you can see it's not his talent. We are having a lot of talent, we are having fastest people, but where are they? Only few. We have Hiralia Johannes, she tried very well. We have Helena. Yeah, it's athlete. I forget, I can't recall the surname. And those people, they are married, they are women's now, they are taking care of their families. Yeah, we had the Johanna Benson, Paralympic. So, you know what, you see, after she get she was sponsored with a house, she was sponsored with a car, she was sponsored with some grocery. What happened? She went mute. So, yeah, I'm having, while we are there, there's a comment, but I will come back to it. It's asking what is happening in our country. Is sport still on lockdown also? Yeah, I will tackle that. So, Mr. Eliezer, do you have any other question?
I think the information I got is enough for the moment.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Yeah.
It was nice having you.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome.
We'll wait for more sport updates on PLT.
Pleasure will always be mine.
Thank you.
Yeah, having Tim Vula online, he's asking what is happening in our country. Is sport still on lockdown also? Mr. Timmy Vula, wherever you're watching us from, when the country is on lockdown, we have to consider the regulations that are being put up. So, when sport taking place, we have usually more than 10 people. So at this point, I would rather say sport is also on lockdown because we only allowed to gather not more than 10 people. So if it happen to be more than 10 people, then we are violating the rules. So we are hoping very soon, on the 30th, His Excellency will either remove, or he will. We don't really know what will happen, but we are hoping he will remove the lockdown. So at this point, we got no sport that is taking place due to the regulation and rules of COVID. I think I had T-Zen. Alias Pulse is asking, he would like to hear something about Manchester United's transfer. Mr. Elias, I would not know what exactly. You are not really specific, though you are talking about Manchester transfer, or unless I have to repeat what I have said earlier. So when we are coming to Manchester transfer, as I've said it earlier, the Manchester United, they are eyeing for Rafael Varane, which is a player of Real Madrid. So, and they have to fork £10 million in their pocket for them to get Rafael Varane. And again, they are eyeing for Leon Goretzka, which is a German midfielder. And this Leon, I believe he's playing the same position with Paul Pogba. That's why they have to get a lead, or they have to sell Paul Pogba. And yet again, Manchester United, they are eyeing for Kieran Trippier, a player of Atletico Madrid. And he is an England defender. So they are just waiting. The defender is desperate for return to the Premier League, and he's waiting eagerly for Manchester United to make a move. So yes, as I've said, he also want to go to, or want to be transferred to Manchester United. So guys, we are coming to an end of our program. So see you next time. My last words are to all our viewers. Guys, wherever you are, make sure you are updated by PDIM TV, and come forward for your advert, come forward for everything that you want it to be advertised. I thank you.
For your adverts, TV and radio adverts, we do offer at an affordable price. We are the expert and you are the designer. We are situated in the capital city of Namibia, Windhoek, the land of the brave, in the Central Africa. Get a 1-week advert for free for all your programs. PDIM TV channel. WhatsApp us or call us direct on the number +264 81288 3714.
Your studio
adverts, TV and radio adverts we do offer at affordable price. We are the expert and you are the designer. We are situated in the capital city of Namibia, Windhoek, the land of the brave, in the